So let's go over the simple steps for LinkedIn. These simple steps, if you follow them, you will achieve success. That is the thing that I absolutely love about all the success that takes place inside of the freelancing campus. Every single person who stick to the simple steps, stick to all the action steps that I give them, achieve success. Like, it's one of those things where once you finally realize, like, oh wow, if I actually just listen to what Dylan says, I'm going to achieve what I want. So if you actually take the steps, you will achieve success. If you start taking the steps, then you give up, or you start taking the steps and you try to create your own theories, or you start taking the steps but you don't actually try, aka put in actual effort, well, of course you're not going to achieve anything. But if I told you, here's this phone, I've already got the GPS location on the maps plugged in, and it's going to take you from where you're at now holding the phone, just walk the entire path, and it's going to take you to this cafe. This is a 10-minute walk. Follow the GPS. You have a 100% certainty of walking from where you're at now and getting to that cafe within 10 minutes. Like, it's just guaranteed. You'll probably even get there sooner. However, if I told you, here's literally the exact same experience where I said, here, I've plugged in the GPS location. I'm going to meet you at this cafe. You'll be there in 10 minutes. Follow it. And as you're walking, you're like, let me take a left. Let me walk down this road. Ooh, let me take this. And before you know it, 15 minutes, then 20 minutes, then 30 minutes. You keep walking. You keep walking. You're coming up with your own plans and your own ideas. And then before long, it's a 2-hour walk to get to where I could have gotten you in 10 minutes. That's what happens whenever you don't follow the simple steps. Follow the simple steps. Follow the checklist, because I put them there to get you to the result that you want, which is money in your pocket, faster than any possible theory that you can come up with on your own. So remember that. Number 1, get followers. You're going to get followers by publishing and sharing content. So publishing and sharing content is pointless, obviously, if no one sees it. So just understand that first. When you're getting followers, publishing and sharing content is pointless if no one sees it. This is something that I actually spoke about in the Twitter course and in Instagram, and especially on Twitter, because I've seen some of you guys will post. And I'm like, did you go through the Grow Your Twitter course? Like, I literally said, it's pointless for you to continue tweeting when you don't have any followers. Why don't you focus on engaging other people and gaining followers that way and installing yourself into certain conversations? And then once they do that, magically, and I'm doing the quote fingers, like magically, they start growing. So the same goes for LinkedIn. Publishing and sharing content is pointless if no one sees it. So you should constantly seek out new followers, aka connections, on LinkedIn. You can post a widget to your LinkedIn page on your website. You can add LinkedIn information to your email signature, and you can also put your LinkedIn information on your business cards. Now, obviously, for most of you, you don't need to worry about having business cards. That's a complete waste. You don't probably have a website yet, and if you do, you're not going to be getting many viewers. And if you add your LinkedIn information to your email signature, you're sitting there like, well, what does that mean? So the way that you gain followers, I'm actually bringing in one of my LinkedIn experts. I've hired her a while back to help me begin growing LinkedIn and begin leveraging LinkedIn to continue taking on clients. I ended up having an agency that I hired. They were terrible. So I brought this person in, and I'm actually bringing her in to help you be able to find jobs on LinkedIn and all that. But when it comes to LinkedIn, to grow the amount of followers that you have, it comes down to, 1, posting content, obviously, but if you don't have anybody to see it, how else can you do it? Well, you start going to the search bar up top and you search for email copywriting, email marketing, video editing, or you can do that plus go through the niche selection list that I put together for you, and I've handpicked it, and every single niche can be monetized with any of the skills that you guys could possibly have. You start typing in various keywords related to those niches and start engaging, start connecting with other people on LinkedIn that are talking about that type of stuff. So literally take example. Let's say that we take, and actually I'm not even going to give you a niche. I was about to give you a niche, but then all of you are going to hear me say that. Okay, that's the only niche I can do. No. Go to the list of niches that I provided you with inside of prospecting of the SOP course, and then you can go to ChatGPT and type in, give me 100 different keywords that people look for when they're interested in, and then insert whatever niche you selected. And you can do this for any of the niches. And then you take those words and start plugging them into LinkedIn, start connecting with people, start engaging with their content, and boom, you're going to start getting connections. It's really that easy. The next is publish and share relevant content. As I was saying earlier, like if you're talking about any of your services, so any of the skills out there that you pick, it doesn't make sense if you're sharing a bunch of anime content or football content or any of that other nonsense unless it has a direct correlation and connection to what it is that you're selling. Or if you're not posting content that benefits your followers and the other people that are like connecting with you, then why are they even going to be interested in it? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Example, if on my Twitter account, if I continuously posted about, I don't know, different types of milk, or if I start talking about different, like, just all I post is like random pictures from the internet, like, nobody's going to care. Like, they would care a little bit because a lot of people are following me for me and they understand that the stuff that I talk about has value. But if I just started posting a bunch of random memes, people would engage with it, but it just would not connect. How does it benefit the person that's actually taking the time to consume it? Versus if I talk about freelancing, if I talk about all of you inside of the real world that are crushing it, if I talk about the different travels that I'm taking, if I talk about things that actually benefit the people that are following me, my influence grows. And that's why from December until now, I've gained, I was at like 29,000, 30,000 followers. Now I'm sitting at like 86,000 followers or something like that. It's because I continuously just put out content that people are interested in. It's not that hard. And the same thing goes for LinkedIn. If you continuously put out information like articles that you write up, or maybe it's another article you're sharing, or if you have like some video or you have a meme and it's something related to the industry that you're in, well, then obviously people are going to connect and they're going to share it and they're going to do all that. And that's going to help you grow over the short term and the long term. Step number 3, set up a content calendar. You can publish regularly, really just easily, if you have a content calendar. Like, the only way you're going to grow is if you are publishing consistently. Now, you could sit down and come up with a very abstract plan and like just overthink it, or you could just focus on one piece of content a day. Like on LinkedIn, you really just need about 1 to 3 posts a day. That's it. You don't need to be trying to figure out how you can drop 20 posts a day or anything like that, because you're going to end up quitting. Like, I just know how you think, bro. You're going to end up quitting, and then you're going to be, oh, maybe I'm just not meant to be a success. You are meant to be a success, and you know you are. As long as you are inside of the real world, I'm not going to allow you to give up on yourself. So one way to go about doing this is create a content calendar where you know exactly what you need to do. Every single day, I would set up a reminder on my phone that pops up, says, post something to LinkedIn, and then boom, you post one post, you're done, you're good. Number 4, use tracking and analytics. The best way to offer relevant content to your audience is to know what they want. By monitoring, tracking past posts, you'll determine what works and what doesn't. Company page analytics allow you to evaluate engagement on your posts, identify trends, understand your follower demographics, and learn more about your page traffic. Now, this is something you don't really need to worry about yet. So, example, worrying about your analytics when you don't have any connections literally means nothing. So I'm setting the stage for you to understand once you start actually growing, you start building your connections and doing all of that, at this point, you're going to be like, okay, what types of content are actually getting engagement? Let me look at the analytics. And then from there, turn that into more content. So as an example, and I've literally taught you guys this many times, if you're trying to figure out something like a email for your client, look at what tweets get the best performance. And from there, obviously people are interested in the tweets that do the best. Turn that into a product, turn that into an email, turn that into an email campaign, turn that into video topic ideas, turn that into more tweets. Whatever your skill is, use the analytics and you can just do more of what's working. Just like with the DMs. Once you start getting a positive reply rate, people are interested, just do more of that DM. It's really that easy. Now, once again, you're not going to have to worry about this anytime soon, but as you start growing your page, this is going to be very easy, and it's going to be hard in the beginning. I'll just be upfront with you. In the beginning, anything's hard. Riding a bike was hard in the beginning, but as you start growing your page, it's going to be so easy because you're going to be like, oh, okay, they're really interested in this type of content. Let me just do more. The next one, experiment with videos and photos. LinkedIn has a video and photo feature. Within the mobile app, you can take a video or photo and post it to your timeline. You can share a behind the scenes look at your company or highlight new information on products and services. And obviously video also has 5 times more likely, or it is 5 times more likely to drive engagement literally than all the other media types on LinkedIn. So get to shooting some videos. So like people like to just post text. But if you can post videos, it's 5 times more likely to get engagement because people are just more and more interested in that. So let's make this actionable. Behind the scenes stuff could be, let me see behind the scenes of you editing a video. So you could record yourself editing a video on your laptop. So have your phone be like, hey, I'm editing this new video for a client, or I'm editing this new video to show a potential client the type of edits that I can do for them, blah, 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 blah. And then here's another video idea. These types of videos are doing very well right now. If you are selling XYZ product, I highly recommend that you speak with me about how we can implement this in your business. And you can do this for emails. You can do this for any of your skills, guys, and just show some behind the scenes looks into what you're doing. Number 6, target your audience. One of the best ways to ensure your content does well on LinkedIn is to cater each post to a specific audience. So organic targeting allows you to target posts based on follower profile data, such as organization size, industry, job title, geography, or language. And keep in mind, you must have at least 300 followers to use the targeting tool. So just keep that in mind. Once you have 300 followers, at that point, then you can focus on using this. But at the end of the day, don't ever sit down to create content just to create content. Create content for a specific type of person. As an example, I sat down to record this for you, and I'm talking to you that is out here looking for more and more ways to live a better life. You're out here, you have some doubt, but overall, you believe in yourself enough to take time and make time to invest into yourself, to learn new information. You're out here wanting to make money. You want to be able to take care of your family and retire your parents. You want to get rich. You want to be able to travel the world. You want to make your life better. I get who you are. I understand who you are. So I'm making this with you in mind. I'm not making any of this stuff, and really anything inside the real world, period. I'm not making it for the person that's completely okay with how life is for like literally everybody else in the world. They're fine with just waking up, going to their job, clocking in, working for just enough money, clocking out, repeating the next day, the next day, the next day, the next day. Before long, 50 years have gone by. They've hardly done any traveling. Their parents aren't taken care of. They hardly have any money in their bank account. I'm not making stuff for those types of people. I'm making stuff for people like you who have not settled and you want more out of life. So whatever you're creating content on LinkedIn or really any social media profile, make sure that you're creating for a specific type of person. So in your case, it could be somebody that's interested in email copywriting to make more money for their business. Boom, put together a post about that.